has a choice to make, to have a choice over their body, and the government shouldn't tell women what to do with their bodies.
I'm here today with Planned Parenthood because I think it's important to support this cause, because everybody ties it with the connotations of abortion when it's so much more: cervical screening, prostate screening, so it helps both men and women. So I think it's important for us to stay funded. And I'm here today because I think it's important for me to ask my Assemblywoman if she's willing to sign the letter to allocate $50 million from the tobacco tax funds to Planned Parenthood.
Marsha, and I'm from UC Irvine. I stand with Planned Parenthood because preventive care is always better than emergency care.
Because I'm a father of a daughter, I'm a son, and a brother. And I feel it's very important that Planned Parenthood stays funded and that we support it. My sister 40 years ago needed Planned Parenthood because she was a single mother and she had no health insurance, and it was a way for her and her child to get health care. So it's important that we continue to support Planned Parenthood.
I'm Brooke Lace Campo, and I'm here with Planned Parenthood because I'm a mom and I'm a high school teacher, and I know how critical it is to have services through Planned Parenthood for students who may not feel like they can talk to their parents or have other options. And Planned Parenthood is always a safe place where they will get good information and feel safe and cared for by the staff.
I'm Brittany. I'm a UC Irvine student, and I stand with Planned Parenthood because I believe it's important that all women have access to safe abortions if needed.
Chair of the Women's Caucus. It's a beautiful day out here, and it's great to see us all pretty and pink. We are so fortunate to have partners like Planned Parenthood today. Their collective power here today should never be underestimated. And so for our friends in DC, I hope they're paying attention to all the pink shirts that are in here. And they get the warning. However, during my 5 years in Sacramento, one thing has become very clear. Women cannot realize our full potential without leadership, or have full control of our bodies without the support of other women.
That's right.
Much like we should be approaching integrating more women into the workforce, we need to acknowledge the strengths and barriers women have to success. For the guys, their track to achievement and control over their bodies is clear. Our entire system is built to suit their needs because the system was built by them and for them. Unlike men, women are still struggling to throw out the vestiges of oppression that made it acceptable for our fathers and our husbands to claim ownership over us and our bodies. Even today, in many places across the globe, and here in the U.S., and among GOP leaders like Speaker Paul Ryan, it's still a radical notion that a woman has the right to make choices about her own life and control her own destiny. We've seen the picture of the group of senators who are now crafting what healthcare looks like. A bunch of old white men that never have to worry about healthcare. Actually, they have invited one woman to join them. Boo. We make up half the population, and we got one woman. Women make up 7% of that group. It's offensive. Now, to be fair, we should acknowledge our male allies who not only acknowledge our barriers and support our struggle, but who educate other men and fight shoulder to shoulder with us. Our enlightened colleagues, some of them here with us on the stage. As we work towards gaining full control of our bodies and navigating a system that was never set up to consider us, we need to support and respect the choices that our sisters make unique to their paths. Woo! We also need to understand that our perspectives are different. The barriers we face are different. Even though we are all women, we need to do a better job of understanding the plight of all of our sisters: Black, White, Latinas, Asian, and trans.
Opportunity to share a few words. And my name is Kevin De Leon, and I'm a leader of a legislative body that upholds the Constitution of the United States. That believes in facts as well as science. That respects the freedom of the press, the rule of law, and the wisdom of public opinion. And that defends family values, because no government should ever separate mothers from their children and children from their fathers. That wakes up every single day and fights for your right to live in liberty and in happiness, no matter who you are, where you come from, the way you look, the language you speak, or who you love. This is the greatest state in the greatest nation in the world, irregardless of who occupies the White House today. And I am a duly elected member with each and every one of these individuals, both in the Senate as well as the Assembly, who defend the American dream. And aside from an independent prosecutor, Donald J. Trump's worst nightmare. Now, this so-called American Health Care Act is an attack on women. It is a disgrace.
Yes, that's right.
The very fact that they're going to raise taxes on the aged, the very fact that they're going to eliminate all pre-existing conditions, the very fact that they're going to cut funds, necessary funds for women at the lowest economic strata, whose health care should not be an emergency room, but should be the health clinics of Planned Parenthood throughout the state of California. Now, let me be very clear. This is not a women's issue. This is a men's issue, because it is the men who are making these proposals and making the cuts.
That's right.
Christina, just a few moments ago, I said it very eloquently and very correctly. It is 12 men in the Senate who will be making decisions for tens of millions of women throughout the nation. Our mothers, our sisters, our wives, our partners, our loved ones. This is not the kind of society that we want to live in. Not today, not tomorrow, not forever.
Never!
So let me be very clear here. If you believe in a woman's right to control her own health care, if you believe that health care is a human right and not a privilege for those who just can't afford it, and if you believe that women are entitled to full and unconditional equality before the law, California, our state, will always be your sanctuary. We won't allow one election to reverse generations of progress.
That's right.
Donald Trump may have won the presidency, but he has not changed our values as a great state.
Right on.
Agreed.
And by a margin of over 2-1, Californians rejected the politics fueled by resentment, misogyny, and bigotry. And in this state, we stand up for our mothers, our wives, our partners, our sisters, our aunts, our cousins, our next-door neighbors, our friends, and our daughters. Because we stand up for Planned Parenthood. We won't back down today, tomorrow, or forever. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Hi guys, we're here and this is my group. We're going in today to hoping to meet with Senator Bates, and we are asking her, we have to move up in the line, we're doing this live, but we're asking her to sign a letter pledging $50 million from the tobacco tax for Planned Parenthood, and we're also asking for higher reimbursement so that Planned Parenthood can afford to keep running, and it's just something that's super important to us, and we'll update you on how it went afterwards. Thanks guys.
Oh, interesting. I'm glad that she actually met with us, and I was interested that she asked us a question.
Yeah.
I thought she was just going to sit there and listen.
Yeah.
So I'm just fingers crossed that they get the letter signed.
Yes.
My sentiments as well. Hopefully that she'll do the right thing and get the letter in front of Bates, and she signs it and gives it to us.
Yeah, and just to be clear, today we met with her aide, Sarah. We were not able to meet with Bates, but we are hoping to follow up and get that letter signed.